They can hear you and see you. There you are. Look at that.
We on?
Yeah.
Are we good?
Walked up to the cigar
Yeah.
shop and then radioed.
Who?
Fucking security, bro.
Jabroni over there?
Yeah.
He's a jabroni,
Jabrondo.
He
Yeah.
radioed that you guys were here,
I guess.
causing issues.
Probably.
Always.
Always causing issues.
They're gonna send someone up to yell at us for doing a podcast.
Like
on the shop.
goggles.
Was that Goggles?
Yeah, he just doesn't like.
I don't think
Casey.
I ever knew who Goggles was.
Nobody knows who Goggles is. He's just a person that exists.
Oh, there we go.
That's you.
Yeah.
Wrong way.
As you turn it up more. Don't worry, I'll do it next.
Yeah, right. Wait,
Just why
are we good now?
Yeah, we're
All
going.
right, cool. What's up, fellas? The Brotherhood. You know,
We need to get him on camera, especially
Lank-
with that hat.
Lank, as it's called. Lank.
Lank.
Let a naysayer know.
Where
What?
did that come from?
You haven't seen that ESPN sports thing when the one dude talks about Jalen Willis and his clothing brand? He's like, it says Lank across the front, and they're all sitting there, and he's like, it stands for let a naysayer know. And Pat McAfee goes, wow, that's what that stands for. And the other two brothers on there go, man, I thought it was going down. You were too smooth with that one. Yeah, let a naysayer know.
Shouldn't there be an S in there somewhere?
No. Naysayer's one word.
Or an apostrophe?
Nope.
A dash?
Nope. Lank. We all know what lank means. Let a naysayer know.
I mean, I didn't know what it meant until you said something.
It's true.
All right, did we settle on Mondays? When are we going to do Mondays? When's that happening?
Good
It's
question.
not going to be, it won't line up with any men's night.
That's
That
okay.
is true.
It's disappointing.
Yeah, well.
We're going to make the chat great again, and then it's going to fall off.
No, the chat will still be great.
I could have stayed great if he would have just been around.
Make sure that Stace is in there. I don't know about that hat though, Stace. We're gonna talk about this hat.
What are you talking about? That hat is brilliant.
It's a little ostentatious.
Genius.
What's this hat?
He's got like a Stars and Stripes cowboy hat on.
Oh, that's what's going on.
I think it starts like January 1st. Not January 1st. September 28th. There it is.
I'll say January 1st. Why are we even talking about it right
fuck?
now?
I know, right?
January 1st?
No, it's the September 28th is when that's supposed to start.
Okay. So,
We've got time.
September 30th.
Yes. I believe so.
I think I'm going to miss October, whatever that would be. 5th, 6th, 8th.
October 8th.
Yeah.
What's going on then?
That doesn't make any sense. 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. October 7th.
Oh, because your knee.
Yeah.
Oh,
'cause my
yeah,
name-
yeah.
That's fine. You can watch the show. You can watch the two-man Kevin and Casey
Dude,
disaster.
why don't we get some of the Brotherhood up here, and they can sit in that night?
Because
There
the
you go.
Brotherhood don't want to travel up that far.
Sure they would.
They do sometimes.
They'll travel up here.
It's rare.
We'll pour you booze. You can sleep in Kevin's garage.
Yeah, we even got some Canadian booze right now.
Some of that caribou.
Caribou Lou in my
This
cup.
is good. I mean, it is low proof, but it's good. It's one of those like, it's like an afterthought when people are talking about Buffalo Trace. They're like, I don't know. It's tasty. I like that.
I
is.
mean, I think it's good. I actually would probably prefer that over Blanton's.
There's no burn.
Yeah.
Once
no,
it gets
I'll-
off the tongue.
I'll take that over Blanton's.
You think so?
I think so.
So it's really mild.
I would
Yeah.
even collect the Blanton's ponies to get the stave with the mounts on them, and then rip off all the ponies and put the caribous on there.
Yeah, no, Kevin, this would be like you drinking Pabst or something in the Army.
Drinking what?
Paps.
So like a super low alcohol beer.
We bought whatever was affordable and we can get the most of.
That was Paps.
At the time, it was
Or,
Budweiser.
or Mickey's.
Budweiser and Bud Light.
Oh wait, Pabst would have been cheaper when you were in the Army. You just weren't looking hard enough.
The only thing that's good about Mickey's is the bottle tops have little sayings and puzzles.
Do they really?
That's the only thing that was good about Mickey's.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, you take the top off and it's got like a 4 little pictogram. You got to figure out what it means.
Is that where Snapple got the idea?
I think so.
I thought Snapple had it first.
No, Snapple did not have it.
I had
There's
no idea.
nothing original about Snapple. Oh yeah, we used to collect Mickey's tops.
Did you drink Mickey's?
No, that's just
Lies.
disgusting.
Propaganda.
Hans did. Hans was a Mickey's guy.
Okay.
So we would get the tops from him, and then we would like debate on what the fucking puzzle picture was. It's like, okay, can you solve this Mickey's top? And you're like, yes, maybe, no. There's James. See, James is here too. The Brotherhood's in here.
James, how did the negotiations go, sir? Were you in fact successful?
Oh yeah, that
You're
wedding.
going to have to tell us how it went. How was your negotiating skills? Did
More
you get the family
importantly-
yak?
Where's my photo of the appropriate hat?
Is the shiki hat?
Say it.
Oh,
Like,
We wore the traditional garb. Actually, it would have just been bootleg Gucci from head to toe. That's really all it
dude,
would have been.
this reference is appropriate because James Earl Jones died.
I
That
know.
is true.
It's a sad day.
That was
extremely
sad.
sad.
too much to tell. That's just because if in order for him to tell the story, he's got to do the voices. He doesn't want to do the voices over text.
He's not telling you they made him sign an NDA. So, the 30th.
Yes, the 30th.
We'll go to Mondays on the 30th.
Yes. As I hit things.
Got to check there for a minute.
The first one will be, yes, the 30th.
The 30th.
Yeah.
I know what I'm talking about.
I don't know.
We got to reschedule the reviews.
I mean, nah, we'll just go Wednesday, Friday.
And, you know, Proofonomics.
Proofonomics.
Economics.
It is sad that James Earl Jones died, though.
Yeah.
Like, of anybody, not James Earl Jones.
Dude, some of his, like, the characters that he played, even just the voices.
All right, well, General Greer, right? Or is it Admiral? Or?
Admiral.
Admiral Greer,
Yeah.
definitely. He was a few baseball movies.
Yeah, he was in Field of Dreams.
Yes, Field of
Field of
Dreams.
Dreams,
He's
Sandlot.
also
Played the author.
the pitcher across from Lando Calrissian's character in a movie
Yeah.
where he was the pitcher. That was pretty good.
Sandlot.
Sandlot,
Oh, yeah, he had the dog in Sandlot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he had
Sandlot.
Hercules.
Jesus.
and of course, Darth Vader
Darth Vader.
And Mufasa.
and Mufasa. Yeah,
They put out that.
all those are appropriate because of James.
They put out the blooper reel for Mufasa's roar.
Really?
Yeah, it was pretty interesting. He's like, it's somewhere in there.
Dude, the
Didn't
only thing I want to hear from Disney that's locked away somewhere is the other 16 and a half hours of Robin Williams doing the genie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
16 and a half hours.
Of genie work.
just him
Because
goofing around.
they just figured you could just let him go. And it's Robin Williams, so he just went. Like,
And they just basically picked out what they wanted.
Dude, that would be incredible.
well, you know the story behind that, right? You
Yeah.
know why he did that.
No.
Well, because so he agreed to do like the role as long as Disney fulfilled a contract, like a whole slew of agreements. Like he couldn't be the center actor. Like he wasn't even really credited for doing the role because he wanted all the money that he went to go to charity and stuff like that. They broke the contract agreement. So he didn't actually do the voice the second time when they made a second movie for Aladdin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The CEO at the time got fired. The CEO that replaced that guy for Disney drove to Williams' house and apologized for them breaking the contract. This took like 10 years. And they were like, look, we want to make it right. So like they put out a big public statement about the wrongs they did in Williams' contract, and they apologized. They did all the things they were supposed to do, and that's why he showed back up for like the second direct-to-video movie. But like he really made Disney fulfill their requirements for his role. Like you don't fuck over Robin Williams like that, son.
As
Now-
they should have.
He strikes me as a person with a certain character.
Do
Robin Williams.
yeah.
I don't know that you like if you cross him, you have to expect. Like I would take him as someone that holds a grudge.
He strikes me as the comedian version of Frank Sinatra.
Fair.
He is the Frank Sinatra of the comedy world.
Well, he was Robin Williams. I mean,
Yeah.
he could do whatever he wanted.
So could Frank.
Yeah.
I feel like the conversation is you shook Robin Williams' hand. You should know better.
Dude, I remember watching that movie. Some girl, she's like, "What does that mean?" Like, don't worry about it. I'm not sure I could explain it in a way that you would understand.
Ocean's 13.
Yeah.
That's.
You shook Sinatra's head.
I feel like that's explanatory.
You should know better.
You should know better. Like,
With his reputation out there and everything. Yeah.
well, it just shows you the generational gap, right? From the people who know what that means to like now, people are like, "What's that mean? That's not important." You're like, yeah, it kind of was back then. Fucking Frank Sinatra.
I mean, the casino world, dude, his reputation is ridiculous. Good and bad, right?
I mean,
he was the one that forced Sammy into the hotel, right?
so the Sands owner, so they were playing at the Sands. Remember, that was the big place to be.
Yeah.
The Sands is basically where Kennedy got elected, as it were, because they were the headliners of the Sands. And I think it's like 2-3 weeks into working at the Sands.
Well, isn't the Sands what the casino, the Tangiers, is based off of?
Yes, but the Sands is also the casino they filmed Ocean's 11 in.
No, I know, but isn't that the Tangiers in Casino is supposed to be the Sands?
yes,
Like
the
that was
Sands.
Lefty Rosenthal's casino.
Yes.
Yeah.
So the casino manager goes to Frank and says, "Hey, I don't care who the hell comes in here. Sammy's gonna come through the back like everybody else." And this, like, he went to Frank in front of people and said
Yeah.
that. And you don't.
Ballsy.
First of all, you don't do that. Frank looked at him and said, "Sammy's with us. He comes in through the front door like the rest of us. He eats with the rest of us. He gets a room like the rest of us. And if that doesn't happen, we'll take our act to the next casino, and we'll gamble there too." Manager, shut the fuck up. But yes, the Sands was the only one that Sammy was allowed full privileges during that time because of Frank. That tells you how powerful Frank was.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you talk to, I think it was Chuck at the time. You remember, maybe it's Barry. I forget his name.
Barry,
Is it Barry?
old school guy.
Old Italian guy.
Yep, Barry. I miss
Yeah.
Barry.
He would tell you that he saw Frank get his tooth knocked out by the owner.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't believe that story.
It's hard to believe.
I believe that the owner probably got his tooth knocked out by Sinatra. I think it's the other way around. I mean, this is a guy who spent like $5 million upgrading his mansion in Vegas to accommodate the Secret Service. And then he got told by the chief of staff of the president that he wasn't going to be able to come because his ties might put shade on the presidential campaign. So Frank drank a whole bottle of Jack Daniels, took a sledgehammer to the entire helipad that he had built just to prove a point.
That sounds like something I would do.
Yeah,
if I'm being honest.
that was for, and then I mean
That
that
does
was
sound like
that was the
something.
last time Frank ever talked to Kennedy. He didn't even go to Kennedy's funeral. That's who Frank was. You crossed Frank, you were dead,
You're out.
and he didn't care about you anymore. That's what happened to Joey Bishop.
Yeah.
Joey Bishop, same way. Once Joey Bishop died, everyone showed up except Frank.
Which one? Who was Joey Bishop?
Joey Bishop was the other Rat Pack guy, not Peter Lawford. Peter Lawford was the guy who was married to the girl that was the Kennedy. That was the reason. Peter Lawford's the reason that Frank met JFK.
Got it.
But Joey Bishop was the other guy. Joey Bishop was the one who also like would make comments about them drinking and doing stuff, and he just kind of rubbed Frank the wrong way a couple of times, and he did it too many times, and Frank basically was like, "You're fucking dead to me. Don't ever talk to me again." That was it.
Sometimes that's the way you got to do, I guess.
Yeah.
I do that. What am I saying? I stopped talking to all kinds of people.
Yeah, but it's different when it's Frank Sinatra.
Well, yeah. He's more known, you know.
I mean, fuck, dude. You get on that side of Frank, you might as well quit, retire. You're not gonna have work. You're not gonna fucking be anybody ever again.
All right, Casey, this really feels like a Gurkha.
What does?
The Esplanade.
Oh, Esplanada.
Is that
Esplanada.
the
The new
Monte
Monte
Cristo?
Cristo.
New
yeah.
Monte Cristo.
By the Placencia
Yeah,
family.
I was looking at it.
Well, I have it, and I'm going to smoke it.
There's also a new AJ Fernandez I might get
I just figured we were going to do a review
Oh,
on
and
it.
there's a new. When are we going to put an AJ order in?
soon because that new one just came out. Christian texted me today.
What was
And there's
it?
what's the other one? The CAO Session.
The Sessions. I got Sessions in James. You got me hooked on them.
Dude, James, that cigar is legit. That's good. I smoked one earlier. That's a real cigar. Although I feel like they got the name wrong because I saw Session and I'm thinking, lighter, repeatable. You can go at it for a while. Nope. Hell
no. That's potent cigar.
That's like
Is it?
Underground Maduro territory.
Yeah, you got to be ready for it.
I don't know if this is going to be quite that strong.
I don't think so. It's a Monte Cristo. What's going on, Kev? What you got over there?
My favorite one.
My father, Florida Antilles.
Yep.
That was easy.
It is my favorite.
As soon as we get him in, I knew he was going to be like, I'm going to smoke those.
I literally walked down the aisle,
draw.
like, what am I going to get? And then I saw that one, and he just yanked it. I'm like, mine.
Oh, is that what happened there?
Yeah, I got to that point. I'm like, oh, there it is.
Is it the regular or the Maduro?
The regular. I like the Maduro, but
You
the
like regular
regular's
better?
Way better.
Everything that comes before the butt is bullshit, right?
What?
Never mind.
Everything before the butt is bullshit.
Yeah.
Lank on him. Get Lank on him.
No, the Maduro is a good cigar. It's just like I said, this one has so much more. I feel like it doesn't have much of a bite comparatively, but it still has all those notes that you want, and it's nice smooth creaminess as you get into that second third is what usually gets me.
That's fair.
That was a pretty solid description.
Yeah, that's fair. Who are you? What have you done with Kevin?
I got some sleep today. I got some good sleep.
Oh, you
I'm
got
like,
sleep? There you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah, and I watched the presidential debate, which
Oh, God, I'm
Not-
sorry.
Oh, why?
You're going to be the one that gets to tell us about it because I didn't
Yeah,
watch it.
we
I
didn't
can't
watch
do
shit.
No chance I'm watching those two speak for an
So
hour.
you and Stace can
chance.
tell us about it.
so it was kind of laughable at times. I mean,
Kind of, at times.
she took it. She did in this one because, I mean, mind you, they asked her questions. She didn't hit on many of the points, but neither did Trump. He never said definitively any real answers.
Here's the difference. I know what Trump's going to do as president.
Yes,
I have no idea what she's going to do as president.
exactly.
I need to hear some of her points. I mean, to be fair, I'm not going to vote for her anyway. Probably not voting for Trump either, but not voting for her for any number of reasons. But she needs people to know who she is.
Well, she keeps saying she has plans, and she's not saying what those plans are. She just says we have plans.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Cameron.
Yes.
It's,
The
you know,
female Cameron, yes. And she just kept riling up Trump, piss him off. He would go on a tangent, and then he'd basically waste all his time and not answer any questions or anything,
Oh, no.
which is what is expected.
James looks like a rhinestone cowboy.
Oh, shit. Man, we need to get you guys on camera so bad. Like, desperately need.
Oh, man. That hat takes James back to his stripper days. I'm just saying.
Yeah, did it change anything? Does anyone care?
No,
No.
it stayed the same.
Did it change any independents' minds?
I don't think it did.
Because I'm the independent they're looking for, and I'm like, I hate both of you. Still.
There was just, like I said, there was no real conversation on
Well-
what their plans were and what was going to happen. They just kept, some of them said, I have plans. Trump said that I have the makings of a plan in line,
Oh,
but no real plan.
well, I like
You know,
that.
I had a girlfriend one time. She was getting ready for something. And like an idiot, I was like, are you ready? And her response was, I'm so close to almost being ready. That's what I feel like when politicians speak about plans.
Lane was like, let a naysayer know.
Christian just hit the chat. Men of
Oh,
culture,
snap.
assemble.
And Christian.
Christian.
We got a full house now.
Back
That's
from the
right.
Great White North.
How was the Great White North?
Now he's in the Great White South.
No, that's not right.
No, he's not in Alabama.
No, because he's basically in old Mexico.
Isn't all of Tejas old Mexico?
Yes. And also old Tejas. and then new Tejas. You doing right over there?
Some of the smoke came back as I was laughing.
I mean, it was a country for 8 years.
On its own, yeah.
Mexico?
Yeah.
It still
No.
is still is a country.
Texas.
I think Mexico still is a country, my man.
That is awesome that you agree
I may
without
have
even
got a
thinking.
C in geography, but I think I know.
I made the serious mistake of not listening to every word that Casey says.
Yes, you heard him, but you didn't.
Yeah. I was listening to him, but not paying attention.
We're North Mexico is what he says.
North Mexico, South Mexico. My bad. I forget that.
Like I said, it was more of what we thought it was going to be. There were just she was poking at the bear, and the
Did they
bear
just
was
yell?
taking
Yeah.
the.
Did they just
the bait.
yell at each other the whole time?
Nah,
You
she
just
didn't.
get Trump angry and then be like, ha
She
ha
did
ha,
not.
he's angry.
She sounded like she was handling it pretty well.
Oh.
Didn't get angry at any point, and just kept jabbing at Trump, and that's what I guess their plan was. I was hoping that they would talk about what they were they were going to do, but nothing ever happened, and they never answered any of the questions. Did you feel any responsible for January 6th, which nobody cares about anymore, really?
No. That train has run its course.
They asked her what her plans are with the border crisis and why she didn't do anything during her
I've
4 years.
I've seen the commercials. We have a secure border. We're fine.
Sure.
Perfect.
That's what she says.
Okay.
We have a secure border. It's secure.
I do enjoy that she's now for building the wall.
Well,
But
he
she
said
once
that-
referred to as Trump's vanity project.
Well, she said Trump was talking about the wall, and then she laughed at him. So I don't know if she's for it or against it still. It's kind of in the
I
air.
don't know. Have you seen those guys jumping over the wall? They're getting real creative.
Yeah.
It's very impressive. Like one dude spider monkeys up two of them and then puts like a little ladder on, and then the rest of them just kind of hop on the ladder and go up. I'm like, all right, this is easy.
Dude, the problem is no one knows what Kamala Harris is for except for the dude that knows he's holding the biggest check.
Yes, because most her ideas aren't hers.
Yeah.
Really, I don't know how much of.
I mean, at least to be fair, probably not voting for either of them. Not putting someone else can fight that battle.
True.
Stace has a
I keep
question.
hearing the devil you know is better than the devil you don't, which what kind of was the whole point in.
Oh,
When-
why does no one care about January 6th?
Yeah.
I don't not care about January 6th. I think it was a serious problem. I don't think it was as serious a problem as they make it out to be on the news. Do I think Trump could have done more to prevent it? Yes. Do I think he's liable for instigating insurrection under the elements of...
Insurrection.
No. Insurrection is like... Because this isn't what the problem is going to be. The problem is going to be the First Amendment claim, right? Like, what he said is going to be viewed as political speech. He has to be inciting a riot. And incitement is an incredibly strict legal standard, of which they will never prove in court. Like, if some jackass on a political campaign can put a bullseye over a congressman in Arizona that says, target these people to support your Second Amendment rights, and then she gets shot, and then it goes to court, and they're like, that was political speech. It's protected. What Trump did is definitely protected.
Yeah. No, you got a point there.
Like, I want
Yeah.
them to be honest about what it is. Could he have done more? Yes. Was it stupid? Yes. Was it instigating or inciting insurrection? No, it was not. Not by the legal standards it's going to be held to in this country.
Yeah.
Period.
That's why I think that's why that train runs course. Like,
Yes.
let it go already.
And I think that's more to the point, Stace. It's just no one cares anymore. The only people who care are the people that want to convince other people to care.
January 6th was a long time ago. I'm more worried about the next 4 years. I'm more worried about what's going to happen. I don't give a shit about what they did. I want to hear like real policy. Like,
Yeah, I want to know how we're energy independent and still paying $4 and change for gas.
oh, it went back up to $4 today down in Carson. That's some bullshit.
Yeah,
That's some bullshit.
I got gas at Maverick. It
I
was
wa-
$3.88.
Yeah.
I want to know how she's going to institute price controls over major corporations without, wrecking the economy. Because those two things often live in the same place. Just ask the gas lines of the 1970s.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
I want to know what these plans look like because they sound good and they feel good, but they have serious consequences, and no one seems to be covering the consequences.
Here's what the debates need, okay? Because now, admittedly, I've been watching
Too much West Wing.
No. I'm watching wrestling actually.
Oh,
I
shit.
love that.
It's, like 2002 wrestling, like it's like some of the good. This is what they call the
Stone
the
Cold's
ruthless
there,
aggression
all them.
era. Which it turns out you could make a drinking game out of how many times they say the words ruthless aggression. It's fucking hilarious. But I think a debate should be like someone starts to cut in their debate, and then you just hear like Stone Cold's music in the background, and then some other candidate just comes out and just completely drops their own promo. I think that's what we need in no debate. I'm still waiting for The Rock to fucking tell me he's going to run for president, so I can just be like, "Oh, here we go."
Can you smell?
Wait,
The Rock's theme song
hold on,
just
wait.
hits.
I'm curious, Stace. I need a little bit more explanation. They wouldn't hold Trump to these things. What are these things specifically, and who are they? I feel like there's a difference between the media and the people holding Trump accountable, and the courts holding Trump accountable. So let's be specific here.
Well, and the other thing is, like, they started talking about him being a criminal, and he's like, well, you guys made me a criminal. Not in those words, but he said, you guys are the ones starting all this. You guys made him indict me and all this.
I mean, I think Trump is criminally bad at upholding his end of a contract.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if we're talking about contract, he's definitely a criminal.
I would never in my life call Trump honest. Yeah.
But I wouldn't call any politician honest.
Yeah, I mean, it's politics. You're already a liar and an asshole. So what more do you
Yeah,
need?
yeah. But I'm also not afraid of Trump. Where they're like, he's going to try and stay in power for the third term. Maybe, but I think he's going to lose the people in about 12 seconds.
It's
third
not gonna
term?
happen.
Even the Trumpers. Yeah, yeah.
He can't have a third term, can he?
No.
Yeah.
It
No one
was
can have a
limited
third
to
term
two.
since
Yeah,
Roosevelt.
Not so, yeah. I was about, what?
We
Doesn't
actually got a
reset.
fourth term.
Otherwise, I'd be like,
Partly.
where's Bill? Get Bill back on the docket.
Right? Where's Clinton? No, not that Clinton, the other one. Yeah.
See, again, this is where wrestling comes in. Is that Clinton? That's Clinton with a steel chair. Oh,
Yeah.
my God. He's come out of retirement.
So that'd be amazing. That'd be amazing.
This is what I want. I think it'd be fantastic.
Our presidential debate is just a wrestling ring.
Dude, hands down, wrestling promos are still like some of the greatest 5 minutes I've ever seen.
What was that one on YouTube, that cartoon one? With all the
Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yeah,
The one from
Celebrity
MTV.
Deathmatch. Yeah. I think that'd be a good one.
You know, what's funny is realistically, modern politics has really just turned into Celebrity Deathmatch at this point. Like,
No, I mean, listen.
Put Bruce Buffer as the guy who moderates
No,
fucking.
no. I mean, he's passed away, so it doesn't work anymore. But if it's going to be Celebrity Deathmatch, it has to be Mills Lane.
Yeah.
Judge Mills Lane.
Judge Mills Lane
All right, you
as
wanna
the
read this?
fucking.
Because he was actually a judge. Yeah, yeah. Wait, who am I reading?
Christian.
Oh, hold on. You guys
Yeah,
talk amongst yourselves.
There's a
All right.
long bit there. Two plus a little bit.
Plus a correction.
Exactly.
He was typing aggressively.
But no, I wouldn't mind watching that.
I'm just saying. I think that, you know.
Presidential debates should be wrestling matches.
Well, because it's like, you know, like I've been watching it, and it's like someone's out in the ring, and they're talking about like, you know, oh, this is this, and then all of a
that
sudden it just
theme
cuts to the
song.
back lot. And there's like The Rock, and it just like, and he's like, finally, I want
Yeah,
that.
no, Christian, I believe that. But if he gets elected this time and serves 4 years, it won't be unbroken. It'll be 2 unbroken terms. I think you're right on the gray area. There's also gray area if someone gets put in place, like a vice president gets put in place for the 25th, and then could they be elected twice after that? Maybe. I mean, you'd have to go through and read like a lot. And I don't think it's going to come up anytime soon.
I thought they covered the broken thing. You can't come back after.
It's never been tried in court.
Oh, well,
So there's no actual legal precedent.
not yet.
Yeah.
But they have 4 years to get that in through the courts and make it a
I
legal
mean, really, what
precedent.
would happen is they'd push it off for long enough for the person to lose the third election or for the third term,
And then be like,
and
it's
then
not
come
really-
back and they'll be like, "Well, it's moot now, so we don't have
it's-
to talk about it."
It's not really a thing we have to
I
worry
mean, so
about.
long as Roberts is the Chief Justice, that's what's going to happen.
That's funny.
Dude, that guy can do gymnastic level backflips to avoid a constitutional question.
Isn't that what we pay him for?
It's practice right there.
I mean, it is one of the chief tenets of the Supreme Court is to avoid constitutional questions if possible.
Right.
And he's really good at it. So he's doing his
He is,
job.
dude. If you've ever read the Obamacare decision, he is not really good at it. He is world class.
Fantastic. Yeah.
If there was an Olympics, he'd take gold every time.
It's a disaster.
Wow.
Yeah.
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 I mean, to know for sure, it would have to go to the Supreme Court. I don't know what they would do. And it wouldn't even be. I mean, depending on who was president, if it was a moderate, I don't think it would fall on party lines. If it was a polarizing president, then it would probably fall on party lines for whoever was in office at the time, because they get really lazy with that shit when it's someone that does what they want them to do.
Okay.
I mean, they're still people.
Right.
They're very well educated people in the ways of the law, but they're still
Highly
people.
paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're still subject to their own bias,
Yes.
if only subconsciously.
She did bring up the fact that why is this falling down? There we go.
I don't know, you
Better.
broke it?
Probably.
Quit breaking your gear, man. That's
Listen,
like the third
it
microphone.
slowly goes down because of how far this is, and it's like, nope, I just want to straighten out. I'm done with this.
Yeah.
It's too much work. That's a
too
heavy
hard.
leg.
Real sad. Just
I'm sitting here watching. I could watch it slowly go down. But no, she did bring up the fact that she wants to give new families $6,000 child credit now. For small business owners, she wants to give them I think it's like 30 to 50,000.
New small business owners.
Yes, new small business owners, 30,000 to 50,000. What is that?
tax
Tax break? Yeah. So she did bring that up, but she never said how that was going to work.
Well,
Yeah,
no.
I mean, I'm okay with both of those. I really have no problem with either.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need more small businesses. It's hard enough to compete against what are at this point basically monopolies. I mean, it's really challenging to open a small business, and I think we need more of them, not less. Plus, the more people can be independent, that can create an income stream that's not like subject to being fired, the better off we are. He's going to try and fix some shit. We should have just put the camera over there.
Right.
Of course, it's him that would do
entertaining
it.
entertainment.
I don't know. I mean, they both have things that I like, and they both have things that I dislike, and I don't know how either of them would execute any of those policies at this point.
Yeah, well, this is the part where, you can say, "Oh, I have this idea. It's really good," but there's never like a how,
Yeah.
right? There's never a like, here's a solid answer for how we get there.
Yeah.
That's what I miss. And it's like, sure, you want to give tax breaks to small businesses. What you're not talking about then is that means you have to tax the bigger businesses. Right? Like, let's be honest, where the money has to come from. Someone has to make up for that small business. It has to come from big businesses. Can big business afford that? Fuck yeah, they can. Are they going to let you pass a bill like that? No, because they own too many people in the smaller lobbies to fucking make that happen. Like, it's bullshit.
Yeah.
That's where we are. That's
The
where we're
lobbying
stuck.
thing is the biggest problem.
Yeah.
How you pull money out of politics and out of advertising is a serious concern. And the media, right? Like, you can joke about it all you want, but there's one station that is incredibly jaded, like incredibly biased towards the right.
Yeah.
And all the rest are incredibly biased towards the left.
Yep.
There is no neutral station out there anymore.
No, there's no old school CNN. Just give me the facts.
I swear we should just ban news being for profit.
Yeah, well,
You can make money on everything else. Just ban news being for
yeah,
profit.
because can't you could make money off of like commercial space, but the actual
No,
news,
not during the news.
so no
No.
commercials,
No.
just straight up 30 minutes of news on the hour, no commercial breaks, no
Yeah,
advertising.
if you want to fund a 24-hour news operation, you have to do it from the rest of your portfolio.
Well, but is 24-hour news even necessary at
No.
this point?
Not even a little bit.
Like, it's pretty useless, right? Like, you watch those where there's like the White House News Corps is outside the White House at 2:00 in the morning, and it's like, what
Just
are
standing there.
what are they really doing? Just milking the sound waves because they can?
Well, with the current president, they're waiting for him to wake up.
Yeah. Yes, you know what? Christian's right. BBC is pretty neutral. I actually do appreciate the BBC.
Yeah, but it's not technically ours.
No, is that why? Is that because it's not ours? It's
Yeah,
just like, they don't care, so they'll just play whatever.
And they're not talking about their country. I don't know that they're neutral when they're talking about internal politics in England.
That's true. I don't really understand the internal politics of England. So
fair.
if I put because there is a BBC channel on YouTube that I watch every now and then.
Yeah.
It's fantastic for like American news. Like when we had that shutdown of the flights and that big technological problem, you went on Fox and Fox was like talking about the debate still. And you go to CNN and they're like talking about the debate still. You go to BBC, BBC's like, well, this many flights were shut down because of this technological problem. It's not actually a cyber attack. It was actually and you're like, oh, the BBC actually knows what the fuck is going on. This is amazing.
Turns out that's one of James' contractors. He never told us.
But no, I mean, I think this is all because of that thing that got passed, right? The news thing, when they turned from being the news to.
Well, it wasn't a passed law. That was just.
Was it a policy?
No, you can
This is-
basically thank Fox News for that.
Yeah, but this
Rupert
is
Murdoch took care
the
of that.
Dick Cheney thing, right? Didn't he help them push that through?
But it wasn't. They didn't need to pass anything.
Oh. I thought it was something that got passed.
Not for when you're not about for cable news.
Oh, okay.
They might have had to pass something for broadcast news for the broadcast channels, like the traditional. We actually put like signals into the air that you can pick up with an antenna.
Oh, like an FCC bill.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But that's only for the channels that broadcast, not for cable.
So the rest of this is all just because companies own the Fox, like the
Because
news.
Rupert Murdoch figured out you could make money off the news.
Ah.
What do we got? We're all just quiet.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I was reading what Christian put there real quick.
So I tried to golf.
Yeah, tell us about your fun-filled golf adventure.
I gotta fuck that shit.
Where did you go golfing?
Old Greenwood, which is a beautiful course.
Is it?
I don't know that it's worth the whatever $275 or whatever they're charging for it. So it was all. I was a guest of some guys that come in here. They expense everything out on the company's dime, always, right? All the gear, all the hotels, everything. Even if there's not a client there, which whatever, internal meeting, their company doesn't care, so whatever. And they're like, we have a fourth. And I've done it with them before, and last time it was pretty cool. Not too awkward. And today yesterday I went up there, like 8:30 in the morning, so I have to leave here at like 5:45, which is obnoxious.
Yeah.
Anyway, get my ass up there. We play about, first hole was okay. Second hole, they started to get comfortable. Noticed it probably on the green of the second hole. They started, hey, James, when is the big smoke? November what?
Something.
Yeah. Anyway, they started to get comfortable. And this is where it became very apparent that I was the odd man out. They were telling work stories. We're taking this golf trip. We're taking that golf trip. You know, did you hear about so-and-so who sold whatever? Which is fine. I don't care.
Yeah.
Except that they were doing it in the middle of my putting stroke.
No, that's your putting stroke. That's
And
fine.
then on the tee box. And then again on the putting green. The only place I was getting reprieve is when the carts were apart in the fairway. And it wasn't, like a subdued sort of quiet story. They were cackling like middle-aged fucking women. Just obnoxious.
November
Just
1st through the 3rd.
Ooh. James, we'll talk. Maybe. So I go through, and I'm still playing a pretty good game of golf. Couple bad shots in there. So, fifth hole tee box. I topped one, just dribbles off into the fairway, but not very far up. And the one guy who's a salesman now walks over and he's like, Lane, I used to be a teaching pro. Now, mind you, this is where I don't care that you used to be a teaching pro. He did the bro, hand on the shoulder, trying to be significant, appeal to authority thing. And he's like, I want to tell you what you're doing wrong. And I was still being very nice. And I
Okay,
put my hand
all
on the
right.
back of his shoulder and my other hand on his chest. And I said, no lessons on the course, bud. Appreciate it, but not until after. So he sort of bumbles around a little bit. Oh, I'm just trying to help. I understand that. I appreciate it, but it's not going to help on the course.
Yeah.
Fast forward a couple holes, they're still doing the fucking cackling thing. And
Are they people you know?
yeah, one of them. And one of them I know a little bit. The third one, the teaching pro. Now, mind you, there's a part of me that's like, so you're a failed Class A who can't keep the ball in the fairway, and now you sell plumbing supplies. You're definitely the dude I want to listen to about my golf swing.
Yeah, thanks.
Anyway, I left that part out. So, couple holes. I don't know. I didn't hit it bad. I found a bunker, and then I hit a lights out bunker shot, like a 35-yard bunker shot to like 10 feet.
Okay.
Oh, but I lost a ball on that hole, so I took a 2-stroke penalty. They're playing for money. I'm not. We come around to the 6th tee box. No, that had to be the 6th hole because it was the 7th tee box. So we played 2 holes after this happened. 7th tee box. And they made a comment about the 2-stroke penalty and who got the money. And I go, well, do I get a 2-stroke bonus for you guys yammering through my golf swing? And I was trying to make light of it. Like, it wasn't intense. It was a
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all three of them together. Well, I mean, you guys have been yammering through every tee shot and every putt for the last 5 holes. Well, I didn't realize we were doing it. I'm like, no, I get that. Clearly you weren't paying attention, which is part of my problem.
Yeah.
And one of the dudes piped up a little bit. I'm like, no, I'm just saying, you guys are being fucking rude. And the dude that I know pretty well, and this is where I feel kind of bad, because I might have stepped over the line a little bit, looks at me and takes the dad tone.
Wow.
And he goes, chill out.
Oh.
And I don't know why that was the thing that flipped the switch,
But
but I looked at him and I said, you ever tell me to chill out again when you're the one being the shitbag, and I'll drop you where you fucking stand.
so you had a good day.
And he got real small real fast.
About to be at Donnybrook.
And then, like, they basically didn't say anything the next 2.5 holes. And at 9, I was like, you guys can just drop me off on the driving range. You guys enjoy the rest of your round. Like, I'm done.
Oh, wow.
It's like, why are you, this is my problem. And it's not just here. It's like a lot of people, right? Like, if you don't put up boundaries, people will just walk all over you. And then as soon as you put up boundaries, people start fucking crying like they're 3 years old. Like, why don't you just be, a respectable human being, control your own behavior, and be happy?
Not just that, though. Like, I'm not in any way, shape, or form a professional golfer. But even I know the rules on the golf course. You don't talk during someone's swing. Like, that's just rude.
Really quick. Christian says, you're like Trump. You got rattled by the guy trying to talk about the size of your shaft.
Right? But here's the catch, Christian, is that I was still outscoring all of them.
Yeah.
I finished the 9 having scored better than all of them. It was just like...
And it's not like you guys were like playing a scramble where you're having fun and it doesn't matter. Like, they were trying to play real golf.
It was just a fucking... I mean, they were playing for like $20. It was like front 9, back 9 total for like $20 each or something stupid. And I don't care.
That's over the line.
I just... You know what? I was pretty cool with it until he fucking looked at me and he's like... he had the implication, like, I'm with work people. Well, then don't be a shitbag.
Yeah. This is how you treat your work people. Like, what if you were a client? You're gonna talk and cackle like little girls in front of a client? Like, that doesn't make any sense.
The whole point was that I didn't matter to that group at all, which is fine if they hadn't showed it so expressively.
That's the ultimate poster dunk. You won the score.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Hey, Link. Let a naysayer know.
Dude, I mean, it basically ruined my whole day because now, you get that emotional hangover after the fact. I did hit another 100 balls on the range or so, which calmed me down a little bit. It was just annoying.
Took out a couple hundred satellites.
I'm
got
thinking
it.
about it, dude. I'm like, I'd rather go play a $25 Muni by myself than experience this round of golf on a beautiful, beautiful course.
Yeah, if you're gonna take that kind of abuse, at least you can go play with me, James.
Right? But if it's with people I like people I have a relationship with, then great. Like, then it's just all in good fun, and I can return. Like, then I understand the game, and I can return.
Yeah.
Right? But
Yeah.
this is like, you know, you're still getting to know these people, and they're just acting like fucking twats.
That's fair.
Well, you did learn some new things. Don't go to a golf course with them.
Yeah, that's not going to happen again.
Yeah, it's probably the last time I get invited to that particular group of golf.
I mean,
Dude, I could not believe he fucking turned his shoulders and took the dad tone. It's like, oh, we're doing something different now.
Oh,
Yeah.
you're gonna look real funny picking up broken teeth, broken fingers. Just saying.
there's only one person allowed to give him the dad tone.
Yeah,
his
my
dad.
dad.
Next time, Lane, bring the hottest cart girl with you.
You'll
You
win
win
by
by
distraction.
James Twats.
Oh my God, dude. I was just for 5 holes. I was good for 5 holes. I was putting up with it. Dude, it was just bad.
I
Well,
mean,
at least you managed to make it that far without.
And then for dude to look at me and be like, this is your fault. Is
yeah,
it though?
but yeah, for 3 of them to be like, you're the problem. No, motherfucker, you're the problem.
Yeah. Like, I'm ruining your day, really?
And
You
you're
need
still doing
for
better.
that. You know, you should have had the boat horn in between their swing. Just boop.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
I don't know where that came from.
What was that noise?
Yeah.
Is there a duck on the fucking course? What was that?
I thought if you guys could
Didn't
do it,
make
I
a,
could.
didn't make a single comment about the teaching pro not being able to find the fairway a single time.
I used to teach golf, and let me help you out here.
Listen, he was teaching high school.
Yeah. Dude comes up to you, he's like, "Look here, Skippy. Let me help you out here."
I like any conversation with the word twat in it.
I mean, listen, when it's the adequate descriptor, it just is.
Which is fair.
It's funny because it's almost like you had to have that that Men in Black conversation. I don't want anybody calling me sport or slick or none of that.
Right? Dude, this cigar is really fucking good, but
But-
it's not what I expected when I saw Placencia on the box.
I mean, that's fair.
This is what I want a traditional Monty to be.
Yeah, made by somebody else and tastes better.
Yeah, pretty
like
much.
all those AJ Fernandez Monis and
No, but I mean, but those have a lot more flavor than this. This is
Oh.
complex, but really mild.
Okay,
This
so-
is when I think of what a Monty is supposed to be.
it's that.
Like the one that they sell to everybody, the traditional yellow band.
Yeah.
It's this.
Yeah, turns out it needs to be made by somebody
Yeah,
else.
in Nicaragua.
James said, Casey, give him the Ron Jeremy on the course voice.
Hey, I'm fun on the golf course. I don't give a shit what anyone says. I make golf hella fun.
Oh my God. Dude, Friday, the last Grand Tour. I'm
Last
sad.
Grand
Tomorrow.
You're
Tomorrow
coming-
night.
Yep,
Yeah,
you're
I'm
coming
coming.
in
Oh
for-
yeah, I'm coming into.
12 o'clock, or it's 8 Eastern on the 12th. It'll officially be up, according to Amazon Prime.
I was going to take tomorrow off, and Casey's sitting there. Is he coming in tomorrow? Because I'm not going into work. Because I have that thing in Carson City, like right in the middle of the day.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, I thought he said it, and I was like, should I? What is there something happening? Like
Yes.
I wasn't going to. And he goes, well, there's a football game. I'm
Yeah.
like, okay. And then he goes, and then there's the last episode of the Grand
Grand
Tour. And I went,
Fuck.
yep, coming in tomorrow.
Guess I'm coming in. Well, I'd hate to watch it without you.
Dude, it's the last one. Apparently, like there's tears, and it finishes where they started.
Yeah, it's gonna probably hit people in the feels.
Yeah.
It's a 20-year journey coming to an end.
I
It's
love
gonna
the
not-
random headlines where they're like, they're not doing business anymore. And you're like, dude, they're still like best friends.
Yeah, they're not doing TV shows anymore. They're too old for TV shows. They're going to talk.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
Next, they'll
Like
be
they've been
doing a
working together
podcast.
for 23 years.
Hammond does a podcast with his daughter.
Oh, nice.
James May does a radio show on BBC Three.
What's it about?
It's James May, so just talking in a very drubbed voice.
His cooking show is pretty good.
Being James May.
His cooking show is pretty good.
Which one? The Our Man and whatever? Or
No.
cooking.
The actual one where he cooks.
Oh, yeah, that one's not bad.
Where he kind of cooks, and he's got the lady that comes out of the closet and like helps him when he's fucking it up.
Christian wants to know if you're going to the Con Air Museum in Carson.
There's no Con Air music.
There should be.
For the record, they didn't actually land in Carson City. I want that to be known. I live next to that airport. And trust me, there's no airport like that. Fucking Con Air is bullshit. That's outside of Hollywood somewhere. Get the fuck out of here with that bullshit.
I thought that was the one outside Vegas.
Yeah, I think it is.
I was about to say, because there's a rundown
Because
one
you'll
out there.
notice 20 minutes later, conveniently, they're also at that fucking airplane graveyard. That is not a 20-minute flight from Carson City. I just want people to know
Yeah.
that too.
Oh,
like
that's fair.
that whole movie is fucking terrible.
What are you bad mouthing the great Nicolas Cage?
I will tell you though. Have you heard the Danny Trejo story?
No,
Which
Do
one?
you, do you know about Danny Trejo at all?
I
Yeah.
do.
Like he was like
In prison and all that, yes.
like he was a bad dude.
And how he started, yeah.
Like in prison, he was a dude who offered protection to other people.
And now he has the best taco shop in
Yeah.
L.A.
Well, it turns out that
and a
yeah,
tattoo of Salma Hayek on his
he got
chest.
that before he met her.
Exactly.
He didn't know her. And when they're filming fucking was it Dawn of the Dead?
Yes.
Yeah.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
From Dusk Till Dawn.
yeah.
So from Dusk Till Dawn. So Robert Rodriguez goes to Salma. He's like, hey, just so you know, like we're gonna bring on this guy. He used to be a prisoner. Like I don't want you to worry. You know, he's a really cool guy, but just so you like, if you hear any stories about him, and she's like, oh, okay, whatever, cool. And Danny Trejo like looks at her. He's like, oh my, like I've seen you before. And he ripped open his shirt, and he has that tattoo of the woman in the sombrero on his shirt. And she's like, that's me. That's so weird. Like, we've never met before. And he has this tattoo on his chest of me. And he's like, you're the most beautiful woman I've ever seen in my life. But yeah, he was like a really serious prisoner. Like, he offered protection to some really bad dudes.
Yeah.
All right, so there's two things. Christian says, do not disrespect Nicolas Cage. And Sergeant says, so you're probably going to say Smoking Aces didn't blow up the top floor of your casino.
Motherfucker, you know that top floor don't exist.
Just because it was blown
Man,
up.
I will come out and let a naysayer know in your ass. Let me tell you right now. Some bullshit.
James, did you also notice in Smoking Aces there's a random pirate ship in the middle of Lake Tahoe?
That pirate ship's real, though.
It is. It doesn't still float around,
First
does
of
it?
all, don't disrespect
There
the
is
greatest
no
movie ever
pirate
filmed,
ship on Lake Tahoe.
Yeah, there was at the time.
There was not.
Fucking, I love
that scene, there
Smoking
was-
Aces. How dare you? That's the coolest time. This casino was the coolest when it was
Dude,
the
they're-
Nomad for
they're,
all of 2
They're
days.
looking out a suite with a window that doesn't exist.
Yes.
At an angle that doesn't exist.
Yes.
And there's a random like 120 foot, like 1800s-ish boat in the water. You're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Lake Tahoe.
You don't know about the USS Tahoe Tessie, the Spanish galleon that floats around the lake?
I mean, don't get me wrong. The movie was a lot of fun, but that didn't make any sense.
Fucking love that movie so
It
much.
doesn't have to.
Movie's fantastic.
I mean, they got a lot of people in that movie.
Yeah. Oh, so there's a fun thing going around right now, and I think you guys will agree with it. And it's all right. Pick a movie. You can keep one actor. All the rest get replaced by Muppets. One of them was Goodfellas, but you keep Ray Liotta. The other one was John Wick, but you keep Keanu Reeves. Could you imagine Keanu Reeves just going around murdering a bunch of Muppet characters?
Sergeant says the boat's down with all the bodies in Lake Tahoe.
It would have to be.
It's sunk
Yes.
now.
There's probably a couple of those down there.
Well, there's that old paddle wheeler, the side paddle wheeler they used to have when they logged the lake.
Yeah, that's down there.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
sunk that. That's on the North Shore, isn't it?
I think so.
Did that sink on its own, or did
They sunk it.
And there's a boat wreck in Emerald Bay.
No. Why did they sink it?
Just because it was getting too old.
And they just couldn't pull it out of the water? Or?
I mean,
I don't think they wanted to pay for it.
No.
We're talking about a long time ago, like way before the lake was regulated.
Got it. So before TRPA?
Well, this is back when they strip logged the whole basin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, this is like no. This is like Silver Rush era, Kevin.
Got it.
we learn something new about Christian every time we hit one of these.
The taco.
Denny Trejo's place.
Yeah, was it sponsored by Denny Trejo or was it? That's a different kind of taco shop.
Not a bad taco shop.
Dude, I love the chat when it's full. It's just the most random shit.
You just take a quick look over there and go, what the hell?
What am I looking
What
at?
are we talking about here?
Hey, when is F1 in Vegas?
It's coming up. We got Azerbaijan this week.
No, it's in November.
Yeah, I know, but it's Azerbaijan. Then it's Singapore. Then it's Texas.
Say Coda's got to be in there somewhere.
Yeah, Texas, and then somewhere else, and then Vegas. I think it's 4 races from now. I want to say it's the second week of November.
Okay, so it's the week after the Big Smoke.
Yes. There's no way. There's no way they're doing those together. Okay. I don't even think there's still a Raider game on the same week in F1 because that would just be amazing, full of traffic.
Okay, but I don't think the Big Smoke lives at quite the same caliber as a Raider game.
No, but the Big Smoke, Raider game, and F1 all on the same
Dude, I
weekend?
guarantee there's some convention in Vegas the same weekend as F1.
Probably.
Probably 3 or 4 of them.
Realistically, if you were smart about it, you'd do SEMA the same week you had F1.
that would be a problem.
That would be fantastic.
Let's see. Christian is asking where the Big Smoke is. He's
Vegas.
asking James, but
It's Vegas.
yeah.
Big Smoke's in Las Vegas. Probably
when
the
and where?
Venetian again.
Venetian again?
That's usually where
No, they was at so they moved it this year.
Oh.
It was at Resorts World the last 2 or 3 years.
Well, that makes sense. They have a good cigar shop there.
Yeah, but they don't have a good convention center for it.
No.
It was actually in 2 rooms one year, which everyone complained about. But I don't know where it is this year because it's not Resorts World.
I mean, it's fun. Kind of.
Dude, the problem is one cigar shop, like close, isn't enough
It's
for
at
all
Paris.
the after parties.
Yeah.
It's at Paris.
Okay.
Oh shit! It's at the Paris.
Because you're gonna
Oh,
have Rocky's after party.
Yep.
You're gonna have Fuente's after party.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And whoever, like, I mean,
How much are the tickets, or is it
They're
for
probably
shops?
a couple $100.
like $500 probably.
Is it that much?
Yeah, it was like 3 last year,
Was it?
just for the one night ticket. Remember, the good tickets are the ones that give you all
The
the
education tickets and the
yeah,
dinner.
the dinner and the 2 days for the shows that you get to go to for the seminars, and that's the ones you want.
How much are
Because
those?
just going to the show is kind of boring. Because you walk around, you kind of get a bundle of cigars. It's cool to smoke in the convention space, but then it's just overcrowded, and you
Yeah.
really have to know people.
And if it's not a good convention space, it is completely fogged out. Like to the point where it's drying out your eyes fogged out.
Yeah, like there's a cloud.
Well, it's at Paris, so their system should be okay if I remember right.
Paris is a good convention space, so it should be
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. I think they've got the taller room too.
Yeah,
Which helps.
but
The
I mean,
Mirage was really cool.
yeah, when we went, it was fun.
When was the last time you guys went to the Big Smoke?
Oh, it's been like
Oh man, it's been a
14
while.
years, 12
Yeah,
years.
it's been a long time since we went. It was good. I mean, it was fun. We smoked way too many cigars.
Part of me wants to go down with you guys if you go.
Way too many cigars.
I mean, I'm going to be off.
I could probably find time to take off during there if I don't lose any more people.
There's going to be nothing happening in here.
Yeah.
No,
We could
November
close.
1st.
We could close for a week. It would change nothing.
Oh, Christian wants to go. He's gonna fly out.
Oh shit!
Maybe we go.
Well, what, James? What, are you in the Brotherhood going,
If
or
you
is it
go.
you just going? Like, is there is like a group thing?
Yeah, who's in the group?
Because for the group's going, that might be worth going.
Right?
James, you gonna be around for a couple weeks? I might need some help from you after this weekend.
I don't think he has to negotiate anymore.
Did that post yet or not yet?
What?
Your site?
No, so my programmer got kidney stones that wouldn't pass.
Oh,
So he went to the hospital. I think so. I was supposed to take delivery of it. There were some changes I requested. He agreed. and then he went to the hospital. I should take delivery on Friday. Hopefully Monday morning I'm sending out emails to the guys that I want, the professors that I want to look through it and play with it, and getting them started on it.
Oh no! So this is like we're there.
Yeah.
Nice.
Like 2 days from now.
Sweet.
Like by Monday morning, hopefully some classes will be using it.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
James says they have the new Monte Cristo in Paris. It's dope.
And Christian says, "Ew, that sucks."
Pretty sure he's talking about the Kingstones. But good timing.
It's just the time. Ew, that sucks.
Oh, that's awful.
Wait, so is that another Monte Cristo place? Like, there's two now?
I thought there was the one in. Wasn't there one in Sands at one point?
Well, there's one
No,
that's like
it's
an
in-
outdoor patio, plus the Monte Cristo shop.
I thought Monte Cristo was in. Wait, what's the one actually in Caesars?
Well, that was the Casa Fuente.
No, in Caesars.
Oh,
I thought that was Monte.
yeah. Is it Monte?
Where's the Davidoff one?
It's outside.
That
Outside.
Davidoff one's outside.
Okay.
Well, and there's the Davidoff one in the
Yeah,
off the canal
yeah. A couple of the casinos actually have cigar shops in them. I just don't remember what they are.
in the Venetian. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because we went to that one.
I think it's the same one. It just looks like it feels like it's outside.
Oh, okay.
I think.
I don't know. It's been a
Well,
while.
that one's owned by a friend of the guy at GSR.
There is a Monte Cristo in the Caesars and now in the Paris.
Wow. There's two
I mean, it
now.
kind of makes sense 'cause I think Caesars and Paris are the same company, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
because Paris was an old Bally's property when they bought him.
Okay.
They got it in the takeover. That's still my favorite casino.
Is it really?
In Paris?
Yeah.
I love the Paris.
I went in there.
Surprised it's not the one with the Ferrari museum.
I like the Ferrari Museum, but it's owned by the guy who ruined Two Strokes on the Lake. I can't be supporting that dude.
When I went into Paris, it was a little confusing walking around there a little bit. But then once I hopped in the surveillance room and saw everything, it was a lot easier to
the reason
take in.
the reason I like the Paris is I like the aesthetics. I like the French cobblestone street for all the shops that leads into the basically like the big outdoor themed kind of dusk ceiling.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, you're outside, but you're not outside. It's nice. Plus, they have the toy soldier cocktail waitress chicks, which is nice.
Okay.
The toy soldier cocktail.
They're wearing like French soldier uniforms with like bikini bottoms. It's
Oh, yeah, yeah,
fantastic.
yeah.
It's like, oh, okay, this is where we
I
need
don't
to
know
be.
if it's still the same though. I don't remember seeing that. I think they might have changed uniforms.
That's a shame. That was my favorite casino.
That was
Now-
what 14 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've been to
It's like
Vegas.
the,
Yeah.
the original furry blue bikinis at Cabo Wabo.
Yes. Good
And they
times.
realized all the problems with those.
Yes.
The furry blue G-string. It was a terrible uniform.
Oh, why was it terrible?
It
It just looked
it's
stupid.
It's bad.
Got it.
It's bad.
Like the two aesthetics did not work together.
Although me and George keep watching that show Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And we both are like, man, if that was a real casino, I'd move to Vegas right now.
I know. I want a casino with the waterfall on the side.
Yes, the Montecito has that big waterfall. You're like, bro. First of all, you know how expensive the water rights would be on a fucking waterfall off the side of a fucking building? That's stupid. But it's so pretty. You're just
It would
like-
be the most expensive part of the operation.
and it's got a fucking Tiger Woods golf course next to it. I'm like, this casino makes no sense at all, but it would be fantastic.
I'm surprised no one's tried those things.
Really though, James Caan's what makes that show.
Oh, yeah.
If I'm being fair. Like the rest of that show. And George always makes a comment. He's like, there's not a single ugly woman in this show. I'm like, I know it's so not like Vegas. It's not fair. Oh, yeah. And they have the topless pool cabana like area. You're just like, this casino makes no sense, but it would be amazing. If this was a real casino, first of all, no one would go to any other casino because that casino has everything you need. Has a fucking Aston Martin dealership in it, for Christ's sake.
Oh, dude, I haven't seen that show in so long. I did watch an episode with Will and George.
Did you? Were they watching it?
Yeah, he got off work and he's like, "Can we put on Las Vegas?" We're like, "Yeah, sure, why not?"
Yeah, that's like our thing. Like George comes in here to de-wind from being on the casino floor by us watching a goofy ass casino floor.
Giving him some whiskey.
Yeah, give him a little booze. And then every time he goes, "Where's this casino?" I'm like, "Well, they used part of the Mandalay Bay, but this is not a real casino, George. I'm sorry."
I forgot they used the Mandalay Bay for
Yeah,
that.
they used part of Mandalay Bay, and then I think they used like some outside shots of like the Venetian or the Bellagio.
And we got quiet.
I'm reading the comments. Christian,
Hang on now.
Christian is offering
Christian.
things,
Christian is making it really tempting to go right now.
and James is telling us what he's drinking and smoking. What is the Villager 1888? I need a photo of that. I don't know what that is.
Villagers made by the same guys who make the Klee cigar, I believe.
Okay.
What are we smoking tonight?
Oh, I'm smoking that new Monte Cristo, which is really good.
What's it called again?
Esplanada.
Esplanade.
Banana.
Casey?
I'm finishing an A10, and I'm about to start a session.
And what are you drinking?
Barrel.
The Barrel Ambarana.
Amber Rizzle.
His favorite. Lane, what are you drinking?
Oh, that Caribou Crossing on your table.
Caribou.
This is the first time I've had it. So this is part of the Buffalo Trace allocated sort of list. It's really good. It gets bad mouthed a lot. I think it gets bad mouthed because it's low proof. It is legitimately very low proof.
Oh, Christian's drinking Bardstown.
Oh yeah, he got the new Bardstown Bourbon Series
Yeah.
or Fusion Series.
Isn't that, there's a Bardstown right there, isn't there?
Yeah, that's the Origin Rye.
Oh, okay.
That's their rye. So he's drinking a Fusion Series, which is their bourbon mixed with some of their sourced bourbons to create a flavor profile.
James, I'm smoking the My Father Antilles and drinking the Barrel Pick Knob Creek from
Is that the
Minden.
short barrel?
The what?
Is that the short barrel? The 69 bottles?
No.
Oh, okay.
This is the rye.
Leaky Barrel, right?
Leaky Barrel is the other one, yeah.
I thought the leaky barrel was a rye too.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't have much of that one left. I'm trying to nurse it because I'm never going to get another bottle.
That's fair.
Like that other bottle I got from you, the Rare Character, that barrel pick, he refuses to sell me a bottle because all he has is the ones left in his back counter to pour off.
Oh, is that the one that I bought a while ago?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm sitting there nursing that as well.
I mean, it's rare character. You'll find some more.
I got tired of looking for my cups and having to clean them and find them because they get
Dude,
misplaced.
if
so
you
I
like
started-
the rare character, go pick up some of the Barrel Batch 36 that just came out. There's a ton of it in the market.
Where is it?
I saw it at Total Wine. I saw it at Bevmo.
Okay.
Is that, did they have that at Rayleigh's?
Probably.
They have a barrel in that case.
I don't. You didn't have Batch 36.
Oh,
the one in
okay.
Galena?
No, the one up here.
No, that's a barrel pick.
Oh, okay. It's the barrel pick.
But that Batch 36 is really good, and it drinks a lot like a refined rare character. Or at least the 35 does. I haven't tried the 36.
What is
That
this called?
35 I tried without cigars. It's pretty good.
What is it again?
It says it's barrel, and it's got a big 3.6 on it. It used to be a handwritten batch number.
Yeah.
It's their barrel proof.
Got it.
It's their like inline barrel proof. But now they've rebranded it, and now it just has a big 36 and block lettering on it.
I'll have to look for it.
But the real question is, can we smoke cigars at the Spearmint Rhino?
No, there's only one down there, and they only allow it sometimes.
Damn it.
I think it depends.
I don't know. If we have a table, you think they'll let us smoke? I'm tempted to go, but I want to be able to smoke.
Yeah,
I'm looking
James,
at titties. I want to be able to smoke.
You should be able to find that 36 all over California. It just came out, and they do a ton of it. It's not a limited. They do like 50,000 bottles or something of it. It's going to be $80. You should be able to find it for like between $80 and $86.
Because you have the 35.
I have the 35.
Yeah, and that was good.
Yeah, that
I
was
like the
tasty.
35. Yeah.
I'll need to put in for those days.
It's like Kevin hates Vegas. He's thinking about going.
I absolutely I hate traveling through Vegas. I hate being in Vegas. In November, it's not bad because it's cooler at least.
It is nice.
Well,
the weather's nice.
That should be perfect timing for me too, because I should have all my hiring done. I'll have a month of getting the restaurant ready to reopen, and it'll be right before we start training the staff. So my staff will come back on the 13th, I think, So I'll start putting in serious hours on like the 10th, the 9th of the 10th. So yeah, I should have that whole week to do basically nothing.
Nice.
Nice.
But I should be nice and recovered from my knee surgery.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. Don't you say hopefully. Don't you put that in the universe.
Don't you put that curse on me, Ricky Bobby.
I won't put that curse in the universe, even though I already did. So too late.
Someone's gonna get beat. Somebody's gonna get hurt real bad.
I don't know about that.
Hey, when are we having the next Brotherhood takeover in here?
Right? Yeah, they need to figure out if they want to come up for a private party.
That's right.
I don't know if we're getting that group though.
Which group?
Oh, I thought because Anna's gone, huh?
Well, that and I mean,
They give us so much money, though. How are they going to turn it down? It's like a $300,000 weekend.
I know.
They're not going to turn that shit down.
I mean, I'd hope they would, but we'll find out soon.
We could have a shop Friendsgiving.
Yeah.
Sergeant says, "Cool, get all your shit together and meet me and Christian and the fellas in Vegas."
Oh, see, so there is a group going. Look at that.
Oh, there wasn't, and then we started talking
So-
about
Now,
it. and
now there is, yeah.
All right, now the next question: are we driving or are we flying
To Vegas?
to Vegas? 8-hour drive.
It would depend on
Well,
how it
5
works
hour.
out. I like the drive.
I do too.
The drive to
There's
Vegas
a lot
is
of
not
cool,
terrible.
like I can take my camera and take, an extra 3 or 4 hours to get down there and stop and play around a little bit.
Yeah, it's a real fun 20-hour game of I Spy.
Yeah, which way will we take? The 95 or take? Yeah, okay, that's the most direct from here.
But if the timing doesn't work out, I mean, the flights from Reno are super cheap.
Yeah, they're not really all that expensive. I think what most expensive I've seen was 120 at once.
Yeah, I mean, you can get them as far down as like 59.
Cool. Let me know and holler at the fellas and see what's up.
Yeah, we
shit.
should look at rooms and see what we can get.
I could talk to my dad and see if we can't get a couple of rooms.
That would be great.
Gotta
There you
remember. I gotta remember where it's at.
I mean, close. is
His
close.
property
Yeah, the one down there.
is the. Give me a second. It'll come to me.
All right. Well,
Flamingo?
Christian wants to know your when your knee surgery is.
October 3rd.
Better idea for sure.
I mean, I'll do it if you guys will all show up and sit in. That's the trade.
We could
I'll
put a mic at each table.
I'll bring the gear.
it's conveniently the gears in 2 boxes.
Yeah.
and a
3 if you
travel
count
case.
the cameras,
Yeah.
plus the tripods.
Yeah, I also slimmed down some things and put them into the cases a little better. Yeah, headphones. We won't have any of those. Maybe. I don't know if they'll work.
That's funny. I don't know how good the room Wi-Fi is.
We'll figure it out.
Well, I mean, they probably have better Wi-Fi than around here because I thought they were going fiber with it. There we go.
It probably is mostly fiber now in
'Cause
Vegas.
it's Vegas, yeah.
Hey, you should have Mike try and make nice with us.
But they don't do the big smoke.
Why not?
It's not a distributor thing. It's a
Tell him
wholesaler.
to
only.
figure it out.
I'll let you read this one.
He owes us.
This one's for Lane.
No,
That's the wrong direction.
Yeah, we would have to drive through Fallon.
I don't trust the bunny ranches.
I think the alien one's closed down for a little while.
The
It's
what?
The alien one on the way down on 95.
Oh, I think he's talking about the ones outside of Carson, out in Mount House.
Well, yeah, I figured
Isn't,
that's
isn't
what he
that
was
the,
talking
isn't
about.
that the Kitty Ranch? Isn't that what that one's called? The one.
There's
out-
like 3 out
There's
there.
like 3 in Pahrump, but I think one of
Yeah.
them's the Kitty Ranch. Yeah.
And they were all owned by what's his face before he
They
passed
were
away.
all Dennis Hoff properties,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, they're
Yeah.
all outside in Pahrump.
Doesn't his wife own all that now?
Probably. Oh, did you forget to fill your lighter?
No, it's just like being a shit sometimes.
Just being testy?
Yes,
Oh, it's a shame.
it's met its lighting requirements apparently.
Hey, what are we
Multiple hotspots.
what are we reviewing tonight?
That bundle cigar?
Is it a bundle? It's
Um,
labeled.
Yeah, but
Is it a bundle?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm
The
not sure.
Oliva Saison.
Yeah. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave us say something. I just wanted to see what would happen.
This guy.
Oh, dude, I'm not using it, but so if any of my managers schedule an interview, I automatically get tagged to it. It's this new like AI, it's not really AI, but faux AI onboarding garbage that they've adopted. And so I'm getting emails. It's like, Olivia, because the AI is named Olivia, has scheduled an interview for you on whatever day at whatever time. Like, would you guys just let me call these people, please? Oh my God.
What's the matter, Dave? Don't you like when I do these things for you? Come on, Dave. I'm sorry,
I had an
Dave.
interview scheduled today up there, and I don't know what happened, but one of the other managers decided they were going to interview the guy. So I don't know, sometime this morning. So I got an email from the other manager or a Teams message. It's like, hey, really like this guy, well-spoken, whatever. I'm going to push him through the onboarding process. Would you like to reach out to him and schedule his first day? No, I'd like to interview him.
Especially if it's for your
Yeah,
your department.
You think anyone's walking behind my bar that I haven't approved of? What are you, nuts?
It's amazing. That's how the hiring system in America works now. You just get a job automatically. Like, this is great.
Like, it's one of the best bar jobs on the mountain. I'm not just going to give that away. Also, I don't trust you. For good reason. Mind you, the last bartender they sent me, a little questionable.
Those questions. Just
That one didn't make it, right?
Oh, he's still there somehow. He's like the bane of my existence.
so AI is really constructive in helping you out. Is what you're saying.
Dude. There are going to be some people in this world that trust AI for all the wrong reasons, and it's going to go really bad. Like, that's going to be a whole other thing for stories on podcasts
It's hard to trust AI already.
and news people being affronted by the reality of the world.
There are a few Star Trek episodes, I'm pretty sure, that cover AI gone bad. We could cite.
Dude, one of the greatest action movies of the 80s.
Which one do you say?
Terminator.
There's a couple.
Terminator.
I don't know about Terminator. I guess.
Listen, everybody knows Terminator, so I mean,
Over Maximum Overdrive?
Yeah.
How dare you?
Besides,
sir.
Maximum Overdrive wasn't AI, it was a comet.
Yeah, that made all the technology go evil.
Yes.
That's
That's
thing.
not AI.
Yeah, same thing. That truck
It
from
was
that
a green-
Metallica
it was a Green
music
Trail
video fucking totally kicked ass.
Dude, the face on the Maximum Overdrive truck is pretty terrifying.
It's a fucking weird like goblin thing.
Yeah, goblin, jester. I don't know what happened there. Stephen King. From the mind of Stephen King.
I just like that it
Someone-
was the fucking truck they used for that fucking Enter the Sandman song.
Someone told me once that Stephen King wrote what he did because his mom, when he was very young, told him if he wrote things on paper, it wouldn't happen to him in real life.
Wow.
And I immediately wonder why, like, the things that he was afraid of are kind of strange.
he wrote Pet Cemetery, didn't he?
Yes.
That
And,
one's.
and Shawshank and,
Shawshank.
Green Mile.
I know
and,
those ones.
And a whole bunch of random horror films that were just terrible.
The
Was it,
Shining.
what was the other one? Christine, was that his?
Yes, Christine.
Yeah.
That's the prequel to Maximum Overdrive. Don't forget Transformers follows afterwards. It's a really weird trilogy. What?
I don't have any answer for that.
He just doesn't know what to say to that.
All right. How long have we been doing this tonight?
1:15.
Nice.
We'll go for a little bit longer, maybe. You guys got something to talk about? I can't believe you watched the debate.
I
That had to be so painful.
So the best part about me watching debate is I didn't really watch it. I listened to it while driving up the mountain.
Oh.
That's even worse.
I know, but
How did you not want to drive off a cliff?
I always want to feel like that. I was just finding something that would push me closer.
Blade Runner.
Was Blade Runner
No, Blade Runner is not a Stephen King movie.
No, I meant like AI.
Yeah, I think
Yes.
he's talking about great
The-
action movies of the 80s.
The synthetic.
Yeah,
dudes
the
are-
Christian.
Synths.
Christian says Christine scared the fuck out of me when I was 8.
Dude, Christine's kind of a scary movie.
Yeah.
Cujo, also kind of a scary movie.
Cujo was,
you know?
especially
Cujo.
when you have a Rottweiler named Cujo. What?
You would.
So,
Yeah, you would.
your point?
It's just.
Listen, I'm waiting to get a male husky and name him Balto. We already got one that was named Togo.
Wow.
He was the star.
It's just there's something wrong with him.
Look at how disappointed that face was. I'm so glad that came out. Can't wait for your shirt.
Wait, which Blade Runner though? That's the real question.
The new one or the original
No,
Candyman?
no, like which one of the 20 director's cuts Blade Runner do you go with?
I think the one that freaked me out, and it wasn't Stephen King. It was called When Darkness Falls, and it was about the Tooth Fairy. And if you see her face, she chases after you until you die, and she tries to kill you every time you're in the dark. So this guy, when he was kid, sees her, and he gets this whole light set up at his house. And all I could think of now that I'm an adult is like, damn, that's fucking expensive. It's a lot of power.
Every time someone says Candyman, right? I always think of the Wishmaster because the guy who played the Candyman is in Wishmaster, and he's like, "My name's Valentine, Johnny Valentine," and the Wishmaster goes, "Valentine, what are you, some kind of Candyman?" It's a really funny fucking meta joke. If you haven't seen it, Wishmaster 1, Wishmaster 2, totally worth watching because it's all the dudes who did
I haven't seen it in a
scary
while.
movies. They play regular actors, so you have to like play spot
Wait,
the like
isn't
the bad guy.
the guy that played Freddy in that one too?
Yes, he plays a museum curator.
Yeah.
He's the reason the Wishmaster gets out. But it's fucking hilarious. So every time
Sergeant.
you watch it,
Sergeant says, "Come on, Nightmare on Elm Street was hands down
the,
scary."
the original Nightmare on Elm Street, fuck yeah, that's a scary ass movie.
Dude, the Chainsaw Massacre was a scary one for me, and I was in Texas when I first saw it.
Yeah, because you were in Texas.
Yeah, it was terrifying.
Those
then.
people really exist.
I mean, all the originals that I saw really young, Nightmare on Elm Street, the original Halloween.
That was
Yeah.
a good one, yeah.
I was a little bit older, but it was still not easy to watch. Was called When a Stranger Calls.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I liked watching scary movies when I was younger.
up there on the scary one with Facing the Giants.
My grandfather's my grandfather's scary one is
That was scary for a whole different reason.
Yes,
I think my camera
How'd
died.
they make that?
What? How did your camera
I
die?
don't know. Don't ask me. Anyways, my grandfather's scariest one was Chucky. And the reason why is my grandma collected a bunch of dolls, and she
no.
would put that Chucky doll
Fucking-
outside the front door and wait for him to come home.
Children of the Corn.
And that one
That's
was
a scary fucking move.
it's
Fuck
a scary
that.
thought. Yeah.
Children of the Corn. I ain't going anywhere near a cornfield. Fuck off.
Okay,
I checked your camera. It had a full battery.
don't ask me. I'm not the one that set it up.
How
I'm not
did
the one that
you-
charged the battery.
How'd you break it?
Listen, I didn't touch it. It's all the way over there.
You broke it.
The last one to touch it was that guy over there.
It's within your aura of breakedness.
Yeah.
Oh, not even. Look, my arm's doing a lot better.
Also was broken.
No, it wasn't. It's
Yes.
just the table. It likes to slide off the table.
It's the table's fault now.
We've already come to this. It's a slick
Yeah,
tabletop.
see,
It's rounded
Children
corner.
of the Corn. James
keep
James
forgetting.
knows. Children of the Corn.
It was a freaky one. Yes, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
Hills Have Eyes is my wife's one that she hates, and I only played it. I played it a lot when I was in Fort Irwin,
You
surrounded
still
by
play
mountains.
that.
Are either of you
Sometimes.
guys going to see the new Beetlejuice?
At some point.
I
don't
heard
know.
it was good.
I would hope so.
I mean,
It has all the original cast
heard,
for the
yeah,
most
I
part.
heard it was good. I mean,
Michael Keaton doesn't show up for many terrible films.
no, he is the best part of the Flash movie
Yeah.
by a lot.
All right, we lost the camera. Let's get out of here. Let's shoot some reviews.
No, you're taking us out. I ain't got no camera.
Take us out of here, Lane.
Oh, well, this was a Big Ash live stream. And, if you like what we did, do YouTube things.